Und wir kommen zum nächsten Vortragenden. Wir haben für alle Vortragenden je 15 Minuten. Das geht sich nie aus, das ist mir schon klar. Weil bis einer in die Gänge kommt, sind 20 Minuten vorbei. Aber wir werden das irgendwie schaffen. Das CC Container Pool System, Kürzel CC für Container Zentralen, ist eines der meistgenutzten und verbreiteten Mehrwegladungsträgersysteme in Europa. Die CC-Container im Branchenjargon nur kurz CC genannt werden, hauptsächlich im Erwerbsgartenbau und im Pflanzenhandel genutzt, aber auch bei Dollies und Mehrweg-Displays ist man aktiv. Begrüßen Sie mit mir den Geschäftsführer der Container Centralen GmbH, Herrn Roel de Jong. Ich darf dich auf die Bühne bitten.
Good afternoon, everybody. It might be a little bit of a shock that I'm going to address this speech in English, but the Geschäftsführer of our Stiftung has asked me to bring a little bit of an international ambience to this conference, so I'm gladly taking that opportunity. And to be very frank, actually my German is a bit less fluid than my English is. So that's the reason why I'm addressing you in English today. Welcome also on behalf of myself. I'm member also of the Vorstand of Stiftung Initiative Mehrweg. For more or less 10 years, I'm present in the SIM. Container Centralen as a company is supporting SIM already for the last 20 years, and we regard ourselves as a proud partner. That is actually part of my introduction. The other part of the introduction, which I was willing to take, Nikki has already gladly taken away from me. I've been working 10 years at CC, another 10 years in the horticultural industry, and another 12 to 15 years in the dairy industry. The dairy industry, I think, can take a lot of learnings, specifically from a European perspective, on Mehrwegsystemen, reusable transport items, because I think there is a lot to take. On the other hand, if we look to the bloemen and pflanzen industry, the horti industry, there is also a lot to gain. The part we are addressing today is what CC is doing. Hopefully that works. That works. The content of my speech for today is fourfold. Some key facts about our company, a powerful combination, as we call it, our purpose and ambition, and things to do. When I look at these 4 chapters, the key facts of our company are that we are the inventor of the CC pool system. And what does that mean? I think pooling companies, you're probably aware what a pooling company does. IFCO explained their system, EPS has a marvelous system, CC is also a great system. But they're all, at least CC is quite different from the other pooling systems, and I'd like to explain you that a little bit later. We are dealing only with reusable transport items, so we're not into any other type of transport packaging. And that is for a specific purpose, because we believe in reusable transport items, and that belief we would like to energize into just one single solution for our customers. We also have a jubileum, an anniversary this year, 45 years, so 25 years SIM. I believe it was 35 years IFCO, if I was not mistaken. 45 years Container Centralen. I guess it also proves that these companies working with sustainable solutions have also longevity. I think that's clear. I think it's recognizable that our industry and the services we bring are recognized through our partners. That's the reason also why we have, I would say, a nice future laying ahead of us. We strongly believe, and not only we, but also our employees, that we are preparing and bringing and servicing products which contribute to a better world. I will come back to that a little bit later. What we also see is that companies like ours are benefiting from our business model and are benefiting from the fact that people appreciate the solutions we bring. So therefore we have strong annual growth, even in recession times. We see that this company is able to have a little bit low, but lower double-digit growth year on year. And I think that's quite remarkable. What we do see is that this company, I would say this probably applies to other pooling companies as well, is a powerful combination. What makes us different from other pooling companies is that CC, her customers, to a large extent, co-own the system. That means that all the assets we are managing in the supply chain are not all on the balance sheet of CC. To a great extent, they're also on the balance sheet of our customers. As a result of that, intrinsically, our customers have more commitment, have more stake, have more skin in the game into our system. What makes it, on the one hand, easier because of the commitment. On the other hand, it's also difficult because you have mixed responsibilities. We have more or less 20,000 customers in Western Europe, which we are serving. And these are small growers in the south of Italy, to large traders in the Netherlands, to big auction houses, whether these are in Germany or in the Netherlands. So we have a very diverse customer base, 20,000 customers. And I think that's one of the other key elements. We have been trying to apply technology as from 10 years ago, which has not been a complete success, to be very frank, because the technology we apply is RFID technology. It has been one of the largest RFID implementations in the horticultural industry and or in any industry, even before Walmart was going to introduce it. But it has not taken off in the way we wanted it. So you can also be too early with technology, and actually we've learned from that. Our purpose, and this is a quick summary from really the passion which drives the employees of CC. We connect parties in the supply chain. As I've told you, we have 20,000 customers dispersed over whole Western Europe, small and large, with different interests in the supply chain. And we connect them with our load carriers. We connect them with our services. And we believe that the solutions we provide to them have really a sustainable imprint on our societies. And they see that, they feel that, and we believe it's contributing to a better, we call it, a green world. That's the driver of the passion our employees and our customers bring to the system. And I think one thing is remarkable. If we look to our employees, and we are based close to Amsterdam, where there's a lot of competition actually for employees, we see that for a company like ours, it's rather difficult to attract employees. And the reason is very simple, is this business model, which we have, and actually for all pooling companies, it is sustainable by nature. And we see that more and more young people would like to work for a sustainable company. That's not just words. They really put practice to that. If I usually do that after 2 weeks, an interview with my new employees, and I'm always asking them, why did you start working for us? And they have two things. It's culture, yeah, and it's the fact that we're sustainable. That's the two drivers for making them choosing for CC. The ambition we have as a company is being a preferred partner for all RTIs in the horticultural industry. We have been focusing up until today to, let's say, the CC container, which is the dominant load carrier in our industry. But there are more RTIs. And luckily also, and Günther Gerland will address that tomorrow, there are more ventures actually coming our way to make this sector, this industry, even more greener, more sustainable than what it is today. And maybe CC is going to play a role in that, and maybe not, but certainly our wish is there that we would like to support RTIs in general, and more precisely also RTIs in our industry. Our internal objective is that by 2030, we are going to be neutral, fully neutral. That is quite a massive task which we have, because if you take into consideration that we are buying shitloads of steel and a lot of wood from China and transporting it all the way, there is a massive task we have put on our shoulders. And that's a task we need to do. And the reason why we publicize that on our website and also here today is that if you make a public commitment to that, there is no way back. That's the way we should run our business and run our industries, to make sure that you make commitments and live up to that. And I heard a lot of discussions this morning on politics and legislation and all of that, but usually it is mine. If you give your word to your society, to your employees, you need to deliver. It's as simple as that. On the other hand, it's also what Christoph was referring to, is we support our customers in driving sustainable solutions in their supply chains. It's not easy because there's a lot of mistakes happening in supply chains, also with RTIs, a lot of losses, a lot of optimizations going on, and we try to support them. There are a number of preconditions in trying to fulfill our ambitions. One of them is that if you want to make sure that you're changing things, apart from the fact that you need to publicize what you want and make it happen, you need to actually be good and tell about it. And I think that's what we are trying to do today here in this conference and also in other associations. We need to be proud of pooling companies and the way we work and bring that message across. And as I've said on the slide, form coalitions of the willing. This is not a huge industry. I mean, we have some of the bigger companies here presented today, and CC is relatively small. But if we form a coalition, then I guess we will be able to bring also across the message that the facts we are having in sustainable business models will also be accepted, and hopefully also that message will be accepted at some point of time by industry leaders and also by our politicians, and hopefully also the ones who make legislation. So I think the facts that we run sustainable business propositions is undisputable. We just need to bring the message across. And the other thing is we need to take pride in learning, because we are not super. We make mistakes every day, certainly in CC. We try to be vulnerable on that. We try to be open on that. Just as I've said, a massive RFID implementation did not was the success we hoped for, but we tried, and we are open about it, and we try to make it better. It's not easy, but that's the way we work. What we do see, we have 3 steps, and I'll touch them lightly, to reach our ambition. That's first of all product improvement. The second one is change, and the third one is services. Product improvement is key. The reason is that our footprint is purely derived from the cost of manufacturing our product and to keep it running. So the better we make our product, the less waste we have, the less scrap we have, the less repairs we have. And that's a bit odd because sometimes people think we need to make a cheap product, but we try to make it as robust as possible. And by doing that, the total supply chain cost and damage will basically go down. And that is a key element in pooling a company. The second one is improve repairs. Repairs is the second best option. First, make a good, sturdy product. And the second one is have solid repairs and good repairs. And by doing that, we are preventing waste and all of that related to that. So that's the key elements in our operational execution. The other part is we try to expand product utilization. So the products we have and they're already circulating. We like circular times. We like loops. Everybody in pooling industries like that. In our business model, it's less relevant. What we like to have is that people maximize the use of our product. So we're focusing on that. Then change. IFCO was already referring to that. Massive digitization. I guess most industries are standing on the brink, already started to do that. But certainly in pooling, because you can run your supply chains far more efficiently with less assets, like Christoph was referring to. It's also one of the things we need to change and get better at CC. We will also change our European depot structure. We have a lot of local depots close to our customers. We see that the footprint and the way we work can be improved, can be significantly improved. That's the reason why we will take a full overhaul of our CC European depot structure. It needs to be done. People are used to it. We're close to our customers. We want to keep close to them. But there are far more efficient ways than having physical locations close by. And the other one, as relevant as the first two, is just the business case drivers. We have only focused on cost and on replenishment cost and on efficiency cost, but our footprint cost will be a significant part of our business case. And although these costs or these savings are relatively small, we will duplicate them into our business models so that they make more sense and also have a higher vote basically in our business cases. And then the last part, how we are going to contribute to our fulfillment of our ambition, is services. What we believe is that a pooling company with a certain business model should support to improve empty RTI flows. In our case, empty RTI flows can be run far more efficiently. That's been done today in our business model by market parties. And I'm not saying that is not done efficiently for a specific customer, but from a pooling, a general perspective, it can be run far more efficiently. That's what we try to achieve. On the other hand, we have an open network. So if there are any other RTIs, Horti RTIs, which would like to make use of our system, we have just decided a year ago that we're going to open up our system also for other Horti RTIs. And what we also do, and that's more a general advice which we give, is that startup companies, pooling companies in the Netherlands and or Denmark, which needs advice how to start up, sometimes how to attract money, we are advising them to do that. That's a small contribution we make in order to get more traction on startup companies and to hopefully make them flourish. That is my 15 minutes, Nikki, I guess. And I would like to close with the fact that we believe that SIM is a very worthwhile partner, worthwhile association. On the other hand, I also believe and firmly believe that the European legislation and the European association, specifically with the European decisions being taken in the next years, is even more important, I guess, than the German ones. But I'm still a proud partner of SIM in Germany. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we were all able to understand you. Thank you. But just one question. You mentioned RFID technology.
Yes.
As I understand, it's now only for internal use in CC.
Mostly.
Will your customers, especially the retailers, use this technology, and when do you think it will happen?
Well, some of them already do, and they use it partly for internal purposes and partly to support us. But what we do believe is technology is not only text and devices, but it's also the hardware, how to read it. And that hardware is becoming less expensive in the years to come. So we believe that with technology costs going down, the threshold of starting and supporting and taking technology on board, also for our partners, is going to be probably more likely in the future.
Okay. Yeah? Thank you very much. And the piece of the Berlin Wall, piece?
Very good. I didn't have that.
And the certificate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
So, herzlichen Dank.